For those who become offended by what I am about to say, this discourse is not for you. Like all of my work, it is meant only for the seeker. It is meant only for that rare one. I have never agreed to take on a single client without interviewing him or learning deeply about him or her. For I have only a precious few years left in my life, and so do you. Thus, we cannot afford to waste even one of them. On with it, then. The temples and the churches and the mandirs are filled with so-called devotees, people who travel from far and wide to pray and to give homage and to worship and to make offerings. In the vast majority of these cases, such behavior is not done out of reverence. It is done out of fear. It is not done out of pure love. It is done out of fear of repercussion for having not done it. In the remainder of cases, it is a transaction. A true offering is a beautiful thing, but when it is attached to a request, it becomes a transaction. Give God a coconut and make a wish. Light your incense and make a request. Drop a few dollars in the donation box and ask for something in return. God is not as bad a businessman as you think, and temples are not as holy as you think, for God does not live in them. Those who do customary pujas and resort to rituals and idol worship have no interest in God. They are only interested in rituals. How easy it is to do a ritual. How simple it is to offer a coconut. How easy it is to drop a few dollars into the donation box. Tell me, are you done playing these silly little games? Are you interested in what God can give you? Or are you interested in God Himself? For the one or two of you who are genuinely interested in coming face to face with God, read on. I once met an old woman a long time ago who told me that she had seen God. I asked her where she saw Him. She said, "The question is, where do I not see Him?" God has revealed Himself to a few people in the history of civilization, because it is only a few who wish to see Him. Yes, you read that correctly. Those few who have seen Him longed for nothing else in their lives. And when this is true for you, you will meet Him too. When will you come face to face with God? When your longing is so painful, it reverberates into the heavens. When all that you have valued in your life is no longer of any value to you. When all of your wishes for this and that coalesce into one single wish to see Him. When this happens, He will come, and He will come directly to you. You will see Him in the vein of the four-petaled rose. You will see Him standing behind you as you look into the mirror. You will see Him in the disrespectful actions of your children. You will see Him in the water that runs from the faucet. You will feel Him as you walk, and you will become Him as you sleep. Your salvation lies in seeing through the cosmetics of your life. Your grace comes from understanding that you are neither body nor mind. Your bliss comes from your communion with Him, regardless of the form in which you encounter Him. He has looked in your direction for your entire life, hoping that one day you would turn your gaze toward Him. But you have been so lost in your own thoughts and so preoccupied with the world that you have not found a moment to look. And this is why your life keeps passing you by. What are these precious things that you have spent your life chasing? What are these great hopes that occupy your dreams? To live on earth and experience the kingdom of God is to experience the miracle of life in all its glory. Is it not? If you set off in search of Him, barefoot and empty-handed, He will see you approaching. And one day, in the not too distant future, I will ask you where He is, and you will look me in the eye and say, "Dear sir, the question is, where is He not?"